Why is running so hard? Well, theoretically, you are lifting your full body weight and propelling yourself forward on every step. So it is understandable that it can seem difficult, especially if you're new to running or you're coming back after a long time off. So today I'm going to be digging a little further into why running can feel hard, but more importantly, bringing you some tips that can help running seem that much easier and more enjoyable. Because yes, with just a few tweaks, you really can enjoy running. Do you know what? It's actually okay to find running really hard or not enjoy it. And we've all been through phases of that. And it's a funny one because running is something that in theory is natural. We are never taught how to do it, we're just able to. But on the flip side, you're actually putting 2 to 3 times your body weight in force through your joints when you go running. So your body obviously is going to need some time to adapt to that. Well, ahead of this video, I thought I'd ask around and speak to some of my friends who maybe struggle with running a little bit. And there were quite a few common threads coming at. Problems such as having a tight chest and feeling breathless, maybe having uncomfortable clothing, getting achy joints and not being sure where to go running, getting bored, lacking motivation. The list goes on. But the positive note is there are things you can do about all of those, and I'm going to be sharing them with you. Comfort is key, especially when it comes to running. So let's start at the bottom with your feet and talk about shoes, as they can make the difference between you enjoying a run or never wanting to run again. So make sure you've got a pair that are running specific, as they will offer you a certain amount of support and cushioning. You need more than you would if you were just walking. And the repercussions of the right footwear go beyond just your feet. It's actually going to affect your joints and the rest of your body too. Clothing is important too. You don't need to go out and spend a small fortune, but just look for fabrics that have stretch in them and a certain amount of breathability, as they will help to wick away sweat and keep your body at a more stable temperature and make you more comfortable. And if it's cold, then opt for layers, and you can always unzip them or tie them around your waist when you get hot. It's far easier than having one really thick piece of clothing. Even with the really great running specific fabrics, you can still get chafing. It's completely normal, especially if you're running in the heat or you're doing longer runs. So just use some sort of lubricant in those patches that are likely to chafe. And if any women are watching this, girls, please, please, please make sure you get a correct fitting sports bra, as without the right support, you really aren't going to enjoy going for a run. Running is a cardiovascular exercise, so it is going to cause your heart rate and your breathing rate to rise, and that's entirely normal. But if you're not used to it, then it can feel a little uncomfortable to start with, especially feeling slightly out of breath. There is a difference, however, between feeling out of breath and being breathless and having a tight chest. If you get that symptom, then you need to ease off. It's probably a sign you've gone out too hard, too soon, and it can be exacerbated by the cold weather as well. So it's all about pacing yourself and having a plan. It's perfectly fine to walk if you need to, just to get your breath back under control. And if you set out with a plan to do a bit of a run walk, then you'll feel far more satisfied that you've accomplished it, as opposed to going out and trying to run it all and then having to walk. So it's a matter of just managing it. I mean, I'm getting out of breath just walking up this hill. I understand it. I get the same too, especially on long runs. Running can be boring. You are, after all, just putting one foot in front of the other continuously, and some of us need more mental stimulation than others. I'm usually one of those people that's quite happy to just go out and run and let my mind wander. I come up with ideas, make lists, all sorts. But some people need some form of distraction to get them through maybe the discomfort that they feel with running, and that's totally fine. Embrace it, because there are so many options out there. Maybe get some good headphones and download an engaging podcast or a really upbeat playlist that you can just lose yourself in, or get a friend to come along so you can chat. And it's amazing how quickly, whether you're chatting or listening, the time can just fly by. Or maybe just go out and explore. So leave your watch behind, leave your phone behind, and go and try some new running routes. And you never know, you might just find yourself enjoying it and getting lost in the moment. The force when we run is absorbed through our joints, our ankles, knees, hips and back. But sometimes, whether it's due to poor technique, lack of conditioning, or incorrect footwear, it can lead to aches and pains in certain areas. So you obviously need to check your footwear that we've talked about. You need to incorporate a certain amount of conditioning and some stretching work, but also you need to allow your body to adapt and not increase the amount of running you're doing too quickly. You might have heard us talk about the 10% rule here on GTN. Well, it's something you can't reiterate enough. So you should only increase the mileage that you're doing by 10% each week. So say you're running a total of 10K a week at the moment. Well, next week should be no more than 11K, and so on. And another factor which can actually help with shock absorption is think about the surface that you're running on. If you've got an option of running on some grass or gravel as opposed to hard asphalt all the time, well, that'll be a little bit kinder on your body. And also hills. If you're running really fast down a hill, that's going to be a lot more impact going up to your body than, say, running on the flat or uphill. If you've pushed yourself really hard on your run, you might feel it the next day. And some people find that quite a satisfactory feeling, but for others, it might be so intense that it actually puts you off wanting to go out for another run. So in order to reduce the chance of that feeling, it's a good idea to make sure you have a warm up and a warm down for every run. And that could be just a bit of a walk. It's completely fine to start your run with a walk and finish it with a walk. And I quite often do as well. If you don't want to do that, then before heading out the door, if you can manage to fit in a bit of a mobility routine and start super slowly with your jog so that your body is just warmed up and ready to go. And the same goes the other end. Try and finish with a few stretches just to give your body the best chance of recovering. I'm passionate about this one. You are not too slow. No one is too slow. If you're out there and you're running, you're putting one foot in front of the other faster than a walking pace, then I salute you. You're doing great. So many people start off too hard, and after a few runs, they give up because they're just finding it too difficult. Anyway, there is no right or wrong pace. You need to be running at a pace that is comfortable for you or as easy as you can manage. And ideally, that should be conversational. But if you can't quite run that easy, then mix in some walking. When you're starting out, having a run-walk method is a great way to make it manageable and also sustainable. And the easy run, it's something I'm so passionate about. I'm always talking to my friends of wishing they would run their easy runs easier or at my easy pace. But it's important that you can have that range, so then when you start to increase, you can have a difference in your pace. And ultimately, you need to be able to enjoy your run. So if that means leaving your watch behind and just heading out the door, then do it and embrace the run. Losing motivation is so common. If you're finding running hard in the first place, then it's only going to get tougher to get yourself out of the door. But hopefully by addressing those earlier points, that's going to be less of an issue. Although I still find having some sort of goal really helps with my running motivation, and it doesn't matter what it is. It could be running your local park run or doing a certain amount of runs per week, or maybe you've got a target that you're trying to raise money for charity. Whatever it is, it's personal to you and it's going to help with your running. And another little treat that I sometimes use if I'm really struggling with my running mojo is getting something new, maybe a pair of socks or a really nice pair of running shoes. That always helps with getting me to go running. If after all of that you still don't enjoy the process, then focus on those endorphins you get afterwards and look forward to that satisfactory glow you have when you finish a run. I personally find it's quite addictive. Well, I would love to hear what running experiences you guys have had. Maybe you're someone who's been converted and used to hate running and find it really hard, and now you love it. Do share in the comments section below, and hopefully we can motivate other people to get the same reward from this so simple sport. Well, give us a thumbs up, like if you've enjoyed this, and go out there and enjoy your next run. Oh, and do follow our social media channels too.